4 players will win a fabulous trip to Jamaica as we play America's most popular hidden word game, Boggle, the interactive game. And here's your host, Wink Martindale.
Thanks a lot, Randy West. Thank you, players. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Boggle, the interactive game. We have an exciting new game where not only do the players in the studio compete, but several times during the course of the show, you at home will get a chance to win prizes by playing a game very similar to the one we're playing here. All you need is a touch-tone phone. So stick around for that, will you? In the meantime, here are our 4 studio players. This is Eric Day, a psychologist from Dayton, Ohio. Next door is Scott Adams, a deli worker from Rivervale, New Jersey. Viviana Fuentes is a college student from San Jose, Costa Rica. And Kate Gladfelter is a singing waitress from Los Angeles, California. That's a mouthful. Woo! Hey, welcome. These 4 players will compete in our elimination contest while I try to pronounce everybody's name right. We'll eventually come up with one Boggle champion today who will win this fabulous trip.
For today's winner, we'll fly you to guest for a week's vacation at Wyndham Rose Hall Resort, just outside of Montego Bay. Rose Hall offers golf, tennis, water sports, and a private white sand beach. Wyndham Rose Hall Resort, the jewel of Jamaica. Okay, Wink.
Thanks, Randy. And by the way, in addition to the trip to Jamaica, we'll also give you his and her watches. Who you give the other watch to, of course, is up to you entirely. All right, players, we're about to start round 1. In front of you, you'll see a keypad that looks exactly like a telephone keypad. I'll show you a grid of letters that corresponds to that keypad. Hidden in that grid are 4- and 5-letter words. I'll give you a clue to one of the words, and you'll have 10 seconds to spell it out by pressing the number or symbol on your keypad that corresponds to the correct letters. Bear in mind, you are spelling the answers out using the letters on our grid and not the letters on your telephone keypad, okay? For example, in this grid, if the clue was Mr. Ed, of course, you would ignore the letters on your telephone keypad and you'd spell out the answer H-O-R-S-E, horse, by pressing the number of keys that are in the same position as the letters on our grid. Now, to spell out horse, you'd press the pound sign for H, the O for O, the 9 for R, the 6 for S, and the 5 for E. And let me point out, in each word, each letter must connect to the previous letter. Sounds simple, looks simple, is simple. One more thing, after 3 seconds, we'll show you the first letter of the answer, and remember, you can only use a letter once for each word. Do we understand each other? All right, each word is worth up to 1,000 points. The faster you punch in the correct letters, of course, the more points you score. The 3 players with the highest scores after 5 words move on to the second round. And I always say this because it's important. If you're at home and watching, practice along playing the game using your own phone, finding the same words, okay? Let's get started by looking at the first Boggle board. Here is your grid of letters. We'll use this grid to find the 5 words in this round. And the first clue is not closed. The word you want begins with O. All of you pushed the buttons 5, 1, 2, and 4, and you spelled out the word open, opposite of door, not closed, using the letters on our grid. Congratulations. Easy enough. Shall we stop or keep going?
Keep going.
All right. Remember, you can score up to 1,000 points for each correct answer, and your scores are determined by how fast you punched in your answer. Let's move on to clue number 2. Roman fiddler. The word begins with an N. N-E-R-O. Nero played, Rome burned. Oh, 2 of you got it, Kate and Eric, but not Scott and Viviana. All right, let's add these scores to your totals and see where we stand. These are the running totals. Scott, you're behind so far. Remember, only 3 players move on. You do know that, don't you, Scott?
I understand.
Of course you do. Now let's move on to word number 3. Here is the clue. To stop. Word begins with an H. Well, if you pushed star, 0, pound sign, and 8, you spelled out halt using the letters on our grid. Eric, you're the only one who missed out on that one. That's going to hurt your score. Let's see how much. Previous scores added to what you had. Well, you're still one of the top 3, and Scott, you're still behind. Those are the totals as we go on to word number 4. Here is the clue. Take a look. Sun-dried brick. This begins with an A. A-D-O-B-E. And who is the only one who got it? The guy who needed it the most over there, perhaps. Well, not the most, because Scott was behind. But, Eric, you got it. That's going to help you score. We add that to your previous scores and see where everybody stands at this point in our game of Boggle. And still, guess who's behind?
Yeah, what is
All right, we're ready
Scott
for our final word. So, Scott, that means you got to get this right to have a chance to move on, all right? Here's your final word, and the clue is opposite of south. Begins with an N, of course. N-O-R-T-H, opposite of south, north. Well, Scott, you got it. Did you get enough points? Let's total up the scores and see who's moving on to round two. The three leaders are Eric, Scott, you did it, and Kate. And Viviana is the one who came in fourth. Congratulations to the three of you who came out on top. Viviana, you were in there to the very end, but on that last one, it sort of did you in. But Viviana, thank you for being with us. We have some nice parting gifts, and our thanks for playing Interactive Boggle. Mighty pretty face on television. See how easy that is? You want to get in on some fun? Here's your chance at home to be a game show contestant and win prizes. Just watch this.
It's time for a Family Channel interactive play break. Get to your phones because it's your chance to be a contestant on a game show. Here's your host, Wink Martindale.
Hi, it's time for a Boggle play break. You want to win terrific prizes? Then pick up the phone now and call 1-900-933-9988 before our call-in countdown reaches 0. It only costs $4.98 to play, and it's really easy. We play Boggle by finding 4- and 5-letter words in a grid that resembles your telephone keypad. We'll give you clues to 5 different words. To spell out a word, look at the screen, find the letter you need, and punch the button on your phone that's in the same place as that letter. In this grid, if the first clue was prayers ending, you'd spell out the answer Amen by pressing 5 for A, 1 for M, 2 for E, and 4 for N. And let me point out, in each word, each letter must connect to the previous letter. After 3 seconds, we'll show you the first letter of the answer. You'll then have 7 more seconds to spell out the complete word. Remember, you can only use a letter once for each word, and in order to get credit for an answer, you must spell it out completely. After 5 words, the caller with the highest score, combining the most correct answers in the shortest amount of time, wins. Randy, tell them about the prizes.
Today's featured prize, a lightweight, high-performance sewing machine for everyone who loves to sew. Specially priced, the Model 108 from New Home Sewing Machine Company. Today's play break winners will compete in our weekly playoff for a fabulous Bahamas Princess Vacation for 2 on the Grand Bahama Island. And remember our newest edition, Play TV 1, where members only can play for a special grand prize each week. Coming soon on FAM.
It's easy, but don't forget, you need a touch-tone phone, and you must be at least 18 to play. Well, our call-in countdown is almost over. We'll be right back to play our game. Begin. 4 letters. You do it with the ears. First letter's an H. Did you push star, 7, 5, and 4? If so, you spelled here. 4 letters. Something you might wish upon. First letter's an S. S-T-A-R, star. 4 letters. Hazel's line of work. First letter's M. M-A-I-D, maid. This is 5 letters. Star Wars, evil Mr. Vader. First letter's D. D-A-R-T-H, Darth. This is 5 letters. A-M or F-M. The first letters are R-A-D-I-O, radio. Thanks, players, and stay tuned. The winner of this play break will be announced in a few minutes. And don't forget, there are more daily play breaks where you, too, can play and win. Welcome back to Interactive Boggle, everybody. And by the way, thanks to all of you players at home who played along with this game. If you didn't get a chance to play that time, we'll be coming up on another play break right after this round. I've got another Boggle board and 5 more words now for our studio players, Eric, Scott, and Kate. After that, we'll be down to 2 finalists who'll get to compete in our 3rd round to determine today's studio winner and the winner of that trip. All right, all of our player scores, we've moved back to 0. Everything's zeroed out. Here's your grid of letters for this round, and your first clue is a walking stick. Begins with a C. Two of you push the buttons, star, 0, #, and 8. If you did, you spelled out the word cane using the letters in our grid, C-A-N-E. Kate and Scott, you did it. Eric, you were unable to do it. Let's move on to clue number 2 and see how well you do this time. Eric, you really need this one in a big way. To make beer. This begins with B. Everybody got it. B-R-E-W. You brew beer, indeed. All right. Let's add these scores to your totals. Eric, let's see how fast you got in. Okay, we're still close enough. Anything can happen between you three in this round. Let's move on to word number 3, and here's your clue. Something that stalked. Begins with a P. If you'd pushed 4, 5, 8, and 9, you spelled out pray using the letters in our grid. Eric, you were unable to do it. Kate and Scott did get it. The totals as we go to word 4, here they are. The running totals look like this, and obviously, Eric, you are behind Scott and Kate. Here's your next clue. A place to buy things. This begins with an S. S-T-O-R-E. The interconnected letters give you the word store. You buy things at a store. Everybody got that one right. Let's see how fast you punched in, all right? You found the word, and you came up with these scores. And I must say, Eric, you still have a shot. Might not be a great one, but Eric gets a shot. Let's move on now to the final word. Your clue. A nutty pie. Starts with a P. P-E-C-A-N. Eric, you did get it. Did you have enough points? Let's find out. We total up the scores. Who's moving to our final round? Scott and Kate. Very well done. Congratulations to you both. Sorry, Eric, you didn't pull it out. You came close, but we do have some nice parting gifts for you. And our thanks for wanting to play our show. Let's do it again sometime, all righty? We'll be back with our finalists, Scott and Kate, to determine today's winner of Interactive Boggle after we give you at home a chance to be a winner. It's easy. Take a look.
This is Boggle, the interactive game on the Family Channel.
Interactive Play Break. Get to your phones because it's your chance to be a contestant on a game show. Here's your host, Wink Martindale.
Hello, it's time for a Boggle Play Break. You want to win terrific prizes? Then pick up the phone now and call 1-900-933-9988 before our call-in countdown reaches 0. It only costs $4.98 to play, and it's really easy. We play Boggle by finding 4- and 5-letter words in a grid that resembles your telephone keypad. We'll give you clues to 5 different words. To spell out a word, look at the screen, find the letter you need, and punch the button on your phone that's in the same place as that letter. In this grid, if the first clue was borrowed money, you'd spell out the answer loan by pressing 5 for L, 8 for O, 9 for A, and 0 for N. And let me point out in each word, each letter must connect to the previous letter. After 3 seconds, we'll show you the first letter of the answer. You'll then have 7 more seconds to spell out the complete word. Remember, you can only use a letter once for each word, and in order to get credit for an answer, you must spell it out completely. After 5 words, the caller with the highest score combining the most correct answers in the shortest amount of time wins. Randy, tell them about the prizes.
Today's featured prize, outdoor products, quality sports and travel gear, made in the USA. Great for travel and recreational use. Life is a journey. We'll help you pack from Outdoor Products. Today's Play Break winners will compete in our weekly playoff for a fabulous Bahamas Princess vacation for 2 on the Grand Bahama Island. And remember our newest edition, Play TV 1, where members only can play for a special grand prize each week. Coming soon on FAM.
It's easy, but don't forget, you need a touch-tone phone and you must be at least 18 to play. Well, our call-in countdown is almost over. We'll be right back to play our game. Begin. 4 letters. It equals 60 minutes. First letter's H. If you pushed 9, 6, 8, and star, you spelled hour. This is 4 letters. Radio's Mr. Limbaugh. First letter's an R. R-U-S-H. Rush. 4 letters. Hans Christian Andersen's Duckling. First letter's a U. U-G-L-Y. Ugly. You got 5 letters. Patsy Cline Hip. First letter C. C-R-A-Z-Y. Crazy. 5 letters. It sweetens the pie. First letters at S. S-U-G-A-R. Sugar. Thanks, players, and stay tuned. The winner of this play break will be announced in a few minutes. And don't forget, there are more daily play breaks where you too can play and win. Welcome back to our word game called Boggle, everybody, and thanks to all of our players at home for playing along. If you didn't get a chance to play that time, we'll be coming up on another play break right after this round. By the way, you folks at home who are playing along with these players, continue to do that. Practice on your phone, trying to get the words they're getting, and you'll become very proficient at this. Just takes a little practice. Got another Boggle board and 5 more words for our players in studio, which will determine today's studio winner. Will it be Scott, or will it be Kate? All right. Whoever it is will receive that marvelous trip to Jamaica. And our runner-up will get what prize, Randy?
Our runner-up will receive from Lloyd Planter's Heirloom Series the comfort of wicker for use indoors or out. A man-made aluminum-framed all-weather high-back lounge rocker from Lloyd Planters. Okay, wait.
All right, our player scores are back to 0, and here's your grid of letters for this round, everybody. And the first clue is, it says ribbit, begins with an F. They both did it to push star, 7, 5, and 1. You spelled out the word frog. Frog says ribbit. You got it using the letters on our grid. Very well done. And you did it in a hurry, too. Kate did it faster than Scott. Here's the clue for word number 2. A gun blast. Word begins with an S. Did you find the word S-H-O-T, shot, a gun blast? Both of you did. And Kate, you're really fast on the trigger once again. Let's take a look at the totals on these scores, however. You're both pretty close. You're a couple of hundred points behind Scott, but well within striking distance. Let's go to word number 3. Scott and Kate, here's your clue. A short car race. Word begins with a D. Pushed 0, 7, 4, and 1. You spelled out drag using the letters on our grid, D-R-A-G. You both did it. Scott, it took a little while, though, 57 points. That's not going to cut it, Scott. All right, let's add that to your previous scores. You're going to be a bit behind. In fact, quite a bit behind. Here is the next clue. Take a look. A poet named Robert begins with an F. Robert Frost, F-R-O-S-T. Both of you got it. Let's see how fast Scott got in, because it's going to be very important, critical to him. Let's add up the previous scores, see who's in the lead at this point, and by how much. Very good, Scott. 1126 to 1656 for Kate, so anybody can win. Here's the final clue of the round. This will determine our winner. And, Scott, you've got to get it right in order to have a chance to win, as you know. The final clue is a cowboy greeting. The word begins with H. H-O-W-D-Y. Scott, you missed it, and our champion is the lady in green, Kate. Congratulations to you, Kate. You've won that fabulous trip to Jamaica. And to keep you on schedule, we'll have this for you as well. Randy?
You'll be on time and in style for your week in Jamaica, Kate, with these Hellbros His and Her watches, styled in timeless elegance. Satin finish bracelets with brilliant link highlights. The ultimate look of luxury from Hellbros International. Congratulations!
Indeed. Very well done. A trip to Jamaica and His and Her watches, a prize package, Kate, well worth over $3,500. Been to Jamaica before?
No.
You'll enjoy it. Have a great time. And, Scott, you'll receive a wicker rocker. Our thanks for playing Boggle.
Thanks.
We'll be back with our winner, but first, let's give you at home a chance to get in on the fun and win prizes at the same time. It's easy. Watch this.
Multi-Channel Interactive Play Break. Get to your phones because it's your chance to be a contestant on a game show. Here's your host, Wink Martindale.
Hello, it's time for a Boggle Play Break. You want to win terrific prizes? Then pick up the phone now and call 1-900-933-9988 before our call-in countdown reaches 0. It only costs $4.98 to play, and it's really easy. We play Boggle by finding 4- and 5-letter words in a grid that resembles your telephone keypad. We'll give you clues to 5 different words. To spell out a word, look at the screen, find the letter you need, and punch the button on your phone that's in the same place as that letter. In this grid, if the first clue was elephant's tooth, you would spell out the answer tusk by pressing the pound sign for T, 9 for U, 5 for S, and 1 for K. And let me point out, in each word, each letter must connect to the previous letter. After 3 seconds, we'll show you the first letter of the answer. You'll then have 7 more seconds to spell out the complete word. Remember, you can only use a letter once for each word, and in order to get credit for an answer, you must spell it out completely. After 5 words, the caller with the highest score combining the most correct answers in the shortest amount of time wins. Randy, tell them about the prizes.
Today's featured prize, decorating made easy with a gift certificate from Wallpapers to Go. Select wallpaper, window treatments, fabrics, and more at 80 stores nationwide from Wallpapers to Go. Today's Play Break winners will compete in our weekly playoff for a fabulous Bahamas Princess vacation for 2 on the Grand Bahama Island. And remember our newest edition, Play TV 1, where members only can play for a special grand prize each week. Coming soon on Fab.
It's easy, but don't forget, you need a touch-tone phone, and you must be at least 18 to play. Well, our call-in countdown is almost over. We'll be right back to play our game. Let's begin. 4 letters to bang your toe. First letter's S. If you pushed 7, 4, 5, and 2, you spelled stub. 4 letters, Clinton predecessor. First letter's B. B-U-S-H, bush. 4 letters, goes with a brush. First letter C. C-O-M-B, comb goes with a brush. 5 letters, rock and roll or jazz. First letter's M. M-U-S-I-C. Of course, music. Try these 5 letters. To yell. First letter's S. S-H-O-U-T. You shout. Thanks, players, and stay tuned. The winner of this play break will be announced in just a few minutes. And don't forget, there are more daily play breaks where you can play and win. Thanks for playing our game at home. I hope you played it well and hope you won. By the way, this is Kate Gladfelter. I'm looking at this because I want to get that name right. Singing waitress from L.A. I have a card that says you can sing Happy Birthday 20 different ways.
I can?
I'll give you 20 minutes. A minute for each one. Go
Okay.
ahead. No. We're a little bit out of time. You had a dream about winning a trip last night.
I did. I was laying on the beach in this dream.
And now you're going to
And
Jamaica.
now I'm going to Jamaica.
Congratulations, Kate. Remember, keep watching today for more chances for you at home to play Boggle. See you next time. Bye, everybody.
Some of our participants will receive Vanish drop-ins now last 33% longer, so the cleaning and stain-fighting power you've come to expect from Vanish lasts longer. New Gourmet Edition hand blender and chopper from Braun. Features slim...
With all the money, the secret that